Last night, Nikki Haley and Ron DeSantis did their little debate spiel on in an hour a week before the caucus. They're trying to figure out which one of the what they're trying to convince people to say which one is first place or second place. Well, actually second place, because they don't have a chance in hell of beating Donald Trump for the nominee, the GOP's nominee. Then, of course, while Donald Trump's newest wife, Melania, was watching her mother pass away, instead of being there for her like any normal human being would be, he decides to go on television. Fox News, actually, with two Fox News whores, not asking him any kind of hard questions, not asking him anything that really needs to be asked of him if he becomes president again. Just letting him rant and rave, saying everything's everyone else's fault. That's all against me. Leave me alone. Everything's wrong. I'll be president again. I want my revenge. I want retribution. I didn't watch that either because I knew it was bullshit. Now, before I go any further, I'm going to tell you what I actually did do. I watched the television series Echo, the new Marvel Studios television show, starring Allegra Cox, being the second character and the actress, I should say, in the MCU, who forms a character that's hearing impaired, and the first character who is an amputee. Now, I liked the show and everything. It was supposed to be incredibly violent and all. It really wasn't, not because I'm desensitized to it, but because it really wasn't the blood and gore that everyone was so screaming that it's supposed to be. And obviously, I watched it because of Vincent D'Onofrio. I'm a big Marvel fan, and he's done an amazing job as Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin. But there are two things about Donald Trump's Townhall that I really wanted to touch on. And of course, Donald Trump, being the psychopathic monster that he is, decided to cross some very serious lines that should end his presidential aspirations. At one point, Trump was asked by one of the Fox News reporters about the businesses that profited over $8 million from foreign governments, including China, while he was the president, in violation of the Emoluments Clause. His response is, he did such a small amount of money. It was just a small amount of money. I was doing service for them. I don't get $8 million in for doing nothing. So you don't deny, Trump, that you got money from foreign governments? That you broke the Constitution and the law? You see, Trump keeps putting his head in the noose. And honestly, we're not the ones pushing him off the block. Fox News commentators didn't push him off the block. I'm not pushing him off the block, although I wish I could. Donald Trump is pushing himself off the damn block. Donald Trump admitted to committing a crime, the very exact crime that the MAGA is trying to hang President Biden over. Only they don't have any evidence proving that Biden committed the crime. But Donald Trump is confessing to committing a crime. And the MAGA is wringing their hands saying, what did he say? They're trying to play stupid and ignorant. What did he say? What did he say? I didn't hear what he said. I don't know. You got guys like idiot Representative Jim Jordan saying that President Trump's mother-in-law passed away. He asked Judge Aaron to delay closing arguments in his civil case because of it. The judge said no, disgusting. And of course, we're talking about the civil case in New York City in which Donald Trump is going to be writing a huge check. So you wanted to delay closing arguments, but the fact is, Trump didn't go home to Melania after his mother-in-law died. He went on Fox News in Iowa to get his pipe greased by Fox News and those idiotic supporters of his cheering him on every time he says he wants to be a dictator, that he wants revenge. Or, let me put it this way. Last night he said, I'll be too busy for revenge because we're going to win so much. We're going to win so much. I'll be too busy for revenge. Does that sound familiar to you? I'll be too busy for golf because we're going to be winning so much. I'll be too busy for golf. See, when you hear something from Donald Trump, always believe the opposite when it comes to certain things. He said he was too busy for golf during his first presidency. He went to golf nearly over 200 times, most of which happened during the COVID-19 pandemic. You really think he's going to be really too busy for revenge? But as to Jim Jordan's tweet, who is another Trump whore, mind you, do you really believe that he's going to delay? I wouldn't have delayed the closing arguments either, because it's just another stall tactic. Trump doesn't give a damn about anyone's mother, let alone the mother of his wife. But here's the point I'm trying to make. Donald Trump cannot be allowed back in office. Not because I don't like the man, because I voted against him twice, because he is a clear and present danger to this country. When you have a man who openly says, I broke the law, and you have a group of people, lawmakers, who are hearing this on television and do nothing about it, that is when you have to ask yourself, is this the man I need to vote for? Just because no one is doing anything to him. Well, let me put it this way. No one on his own side is doing anything to him. They're not condemning him. They're not censoring him. They're not even saying, a majority of them are not even saying that what Trump said was wrong. All they're doing is clapping their hands, getting on their knees, and I'm sorry for putting that visual in your heads because, quite honestly, it sickens me. But every time Donald Trump confesses to a crime of which he's accused of, all they have to say is nothing. Or they try to divert back to someone else, to Joe Biden or any other Democrat or any other person. Just as long as we protect Trump, as long as we protect Master Trump, everything's going to be just fine. It's going to be just fine. It's not just fine. Your man is confessing to committing crimes in this country while he was president of the United States. If this were Barack Obama saying this on national television, James Comer and every Republican redneck MAGA fuck out there would be going insane. Would be punching each other to being first in line to get after him. But since it's Donald Trump, they gotta break their backs protecting him. And it is pathetic. They don't care about this country. Donald Trump doesn't care about this country either. All he cares about is staying in power. And he will burn this country to the ground to keep it. So no, I didn't waste my time watching that infernal Townhall by Fox News. And I didn't watch the debate between DeSantis and Haley, because neither one of them has a chance in hell. They're trying to compete for second place. I'm going to do something that makes me feel good, that puts a smile on my face, although Echo was a pretty violent television series, so... Anyway, when it comes to this crap, I'm done with Donald Trump trying to convince people that he's dangerous. I'm done with this, because if you can listen to a direct confession from Donald Trump and say nothing about it, then you're the problem. Not the Democrats, not Joe Biden, not anyone who's voting against Donald Trump. You're the problem. He's giving you the evidence to hang him. And all you can do is wring your hands and say, no, it didn't matter, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. Yes, it does matter. It matters a lot. Because if you can't see what kind of a danger this man, Donald Trump, is, then you are just as dangerous as he is. He's showing you that he's a criminal, and you say nothing. So, you're the criminals as well, MAGA. I'm going to be watching more Marvel stuff, more stuff on Disney+. Next week, the Law & Order television shows come back on NBC. But I'm not going to waste my time and my brain cells watching people who cheer on criminals like Donald Trump. I'm not going to do it. CTP, know the truth. God bless. Peace to the left, justice to the right.